So I'm at an SMMT driving day. We're driving lots of different cars. We've got short time with the car, but while I'm here, this is something interesting. This is the Omoda 5. This is the EV version. Now, I've also just driven the Omoda 5 ICE, the internal combustion engine. They do a petrol version. That's 24 grand. This one starts at 32,000 pounds. So it's very interesting because it's coming in an affordable sector. These are actually Cherys, but they're not called Cherys here. Chery's coming in here with two brands. So one of them is this one, the Omoda, and then there'll be another brand as well. Starts from 32,000. There's a top spec is 34,000 pounds. You get 204 brake horsepower, a 257 mile range. So let's have a quick look around it. It's very similar to the, I'll just flip you around. It's very, very similar to the one that I've just looked at, which is the petrol version. So, but at the front of it is completely different. The styling of this is obviously much more futuristic and EV-like, so it's got a very distinctive face on it. But the rest of the car otherwise is very similar to the petrol version. So the review for that I've just done. And I'll just very quickly just check the boot to do a quick comparison. Oh, I think I busted it there because it was, no, now it wants to go down again. Let's try that again. Let's press the button and stand back. There you go. That's better. Shouldn't have messed with it. So there you go. So, actually quite a bit of room down there because they've got a full-size spare wheel in there, which is very unusual these days. So actually quite spacious. Split folding rear seats as well. Not too bad. Let's press the button this time. I won't sit in the back because I already sat in the other one, so I'll just show you quickly, but very similar. So that's not too bad, and I think that the best thing to do is to get in the front. This is quite different actually. That's very different. That's because we've got this under level, this second level here with the what is that? Passenger airbag, 12-volt power supply. There's a space there to put stuff. So that's a very different design. This is slightly curved. So the interior is a little bit different. It's definitely more luxurious and upmarket. Let me brown car guy. Brown car guy. And yeah, this is definitely a bit more fancier than the other one. So you can see what it, oh, look at that. You can see that. Can you make that out? I don't know if you can make that out, but there's a kind of, I don't think you can actually. I don't think the camera is picking it up, but it's a very, very subtle there. Very, very subtle automotive motif right there, which is very cool. So this is much, much better. Also, that's very Mercedes-Benz, that speaker thing there. So this is very cool, much nicer. The leather interior and stuff, much nicer than the other one. We've got a little thing there. Nice little buttons, sorry, to, there you go. The buttons there for these ones are pretty fancy. Then you got another one there. Then you got these buttons here. Mode. Oh, it's still got driving modes. Then you got cup holders and a charging plate there. Steering wheel, remotes there. There's all touch, and then the big screen. Oop. Let me get you back into view. There you go. So the big screen is here. And let me see if it's got reverse mode. Now, I don't even know where the gear shift is. The gear shift is on this side, actually. So there you go. So this car is very, very new. But again, yeah, you get full 360 surround view as well. And you can see on there as well. Right, okay, you know what? Let's put that into drive. And let's take it for a little drive. Hey, are you enjoying this video? Then make sure you hit the like button. It's very important. Plus, comment, share, and make sure you're subscribing. So just a very quick run in this car, just to see, again, same problem with the rear visibility. It's not very good at all. Am I in drive? Let me see if I can adjust that. Yes, I can a little bit. Here we are. I'm sitting quite high again. So let me see if I can move this down. No, that is high. So I guess the floor is higher in this one compared to the ICE that I just tried. So definitely, like, that's where the batteries are. So you can see immediately that there is a difference just in the height that I'm sitting at. I feel like I'm definitely sitting much higher here. So, and again, I'm sitting quite close to this mirror. Same feeling I had in the other one, where this mirror seemed very close and then the visibility is not great. Fortunately, that's out there. This looks fantastic. You know, it's really bright, really interesting. You know what? Obviously, most people are going to go for the internal combustion engine car because that's what it's more affordable and it has a traditional engine. But this is really nice, you know. If you fancy a bit of high tech cleverness, you fancy a little bit gadgetry, you know, for the money. Considering that, you know, these days in the market, oh, look at that! It's giving me. I'm turning left, and it's just giving me a whole 3D image of the vehicle. That is actually quite extraordinary. I mean, that's actually really extraordinary that it did that. I'm going to do that again just because I can see that. Look at that. I don't know if you can make it out on here. No, it didn't happen this time. That's weird. Maybe because it's a slower speed. Maybe that's what happened. So that's quite interesting. The ride is definitely better on this car. This is actually an all-round better car. There's no question. This is an all-round better car than the petrol version, straight away, in terms of everything. Like, it's weird, isn't it? Because I always complain about the rides on electric cars in comparison to traditional conventional cars, but actually the ride on this one is better than the ride on the petrol version of this car. So, you know, aside from, it's not doing that again. Maybe it was like really slow speed, the indicator came on. And so, the ride is definitely better. It's a bit noisy, there's a little bit of wind noise. Yeah, there's a bit of wind noise coming in from here, definitely. It's binging and bonging, not sure why it's doing that. But you know, again, we don't have a lot of time with the cars here, so we just have enough time to just take them out, see what they're like. And the idea is just to give you a feel of, you know, just a quick look around the car and give you a quick feel of what it's actually like to pedal. Pedal a little bit harder than say you normally would, but yeah, why not? You know, you have the opportunity, right? We all like to try and push the cars as much as we can when we get them. Even your own car. Don't you drive it a bit harder when you're on a nice quiet road? Maybe you don't. Anyway, maybe you don't in a car like this. But actually, this is all right. You know what? I definitely prefer this over the petrol version. And that's an unusual thing to say, right? That sounds like a weird thing to be saying. But I think there's no question that this one is a better car in every sense. So in terms of the money, in terms of the understeer, quite a bit of understeer, really need quite a bit of lock to get it around that corner. So there the handling kind of is similar to the other one actually, although the ride is better on this one. It's still not the ride, you can still feel stuff, there's still a bump thump and you can feel the surface. Steering again is very, very light, too light for my liking, but you know, that's okay. It's got modes on here, isn't it? So what is the mode here? Normal? Sport. Okay, now we're in sport. There we go. So there's big graphics here, all going green and red, quite distracting first time you do it. But anyway, so brakes are again better on this because again, I guess there's a bit of regen going on, so they're better. So the turning definitely a bit of understeer, not quite as confident. But yeah, just power out through the corner, not too bad. Coming through this bit. Again, the performance is not too bad on this one. I like the other one actually. Even that one was not too bad. But overall, an impressive vehicle. Considering the brakes could do, yeah, I mean, like when you're under load, the brakes are not, like normal usage, the brakes are quite good. Under load, the brakes are not as good. So, I mean, it's one of those things where, again, I would urge you to well, when they become available, because they're not actually in dealerships. There are 60 dealerships they're hoping to have when they launch the vehicles in July. So there should be somewhere near you that you can try it out. But I would urge you strongly to try it out first, to do that before you make a decision about whether you want to buy it or not, just so that you've got an idea of whether it's the right car. But overall, I have to say that when you think about the sort of budgets that we're talking about, I mean, yeah, the brakes really need work. We are on a downhill section there. When you're talking about the budget and the size of the car that you're getting, the practicality, the comfort, and then all the spec that you're getting, which feels like thoroughly modern spec, then actually there isn't a lot to complain about, frankly. So there you go. There's my quick drive of the Omoda E5 EV. Not bad for the money. Check it out. Let me know what you think of it in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next review. Check this out, guys. It's my book. It's my first novel, and it's written for car fans like you. It's a fun political action thriller. It's full of cool cars and spectacular action. Get your copy now at Amazon.com. Shout out time, guys. Thank you so much. Hey, if you enjoy my content, why not get involved? Buy me a coffee. You can do that at either of these links. Or if you're watching on YouTube, buy me a thanks or take out a membership. It all helps. It really does.